everyone, my name is Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's great to have you, and if you're returning, thank you very much for coming back and spending some time with me today. So today it is a Tuesday, it's the 29th of November, it's the last Flosstube of November, and we are fast heading towards December and the end of the year. So it is Tuesday 29th and this is Flosstube number, I have got no clue. I think it's 20 something. Don't like being prepared. Here she goes again. 25, Flosstube number 25. So today, or this week, I have touched 5 projects. I also have some haul and a little bit more about my stitching plans, which I shared in a Flosstube extra that I published over the weekend. If you haven't seen that, go and have a look. I will see if I am clever enough to put a link up in the corner. If not, there will be a link in the description box below. So this fortnight I have touched 5 projects. So the first one is, let's have a look. Not that one, not that one, this one. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs. It is a stitching shelf, artwork by Aimee Stewart. Look at that, you know. Shocking, shocking. That is the mock-up. I am currently working the top row, and if you've been watching this regularly, you'll know I'm doing a variation on Stitching Mummy's typewriter method. So instead of doing row by row, I'm working in a 10 deep row, 10 deep block, and working all the way along. I am halfway through block number 4, so the 4th one down. The halfway mark is just here at the side of my hoop, and I'm working in this direction. But again, you know, we've had some good progress on this month. Haven't worked, this fortnight, haven't worked on it every day. I've had a few days where I've literally spent all day on it, but still, progress is progress. So last month we were at 7.03% on this piece, and this month we're at 7.88, so some good progress on that. So the next thing I worked on was another Heaven and Earth design. That's the bag it comes in. Then it flips the piece, oh, it's there, and it's the Freebie Maui Princess. So again, just show the mock-up. No, that's the pattern. Silly pattern keeper on my fat fingers. So again, that is the mock-up of this piece. Lovely design by Hannah Disney. I think we nailed it down as Hannah Disney. And last month I was at 36.83%. This month I am up to 39.46. And this is how she's looking now. All I've done is work sort of down a little bit across this whole sort of section, but it's looking really good. I'm really pleased with it, and you know, for my next sort of full coverage, I think this one will probably be the one that's done next. Me and Andy were a few days away last week, and normally on my days away I might get 500 stitches done for the whole lot. I actually put in like over 3,000 just on this piece, so it did quite well when we were away, which I will go into in a bit. So next one I worked on Envy by Marta Dahlig. Again, another Heaven and Earth Designs piece. Now, mock up. There we go. That's that one. So this is number 2 of 7. As I say, I've already done average. This is the second one. Last month, 13.17%. This month at 14.42. And I did this. I had this one out on my Stitch With Me, and we worked on sort of this section here. There was lots of filling in and as you can see, since the stitching me, I did a little bit more on it. So just to give you all a full look at that. So I'm very pleased with how this one is coming along, and yeah, this one again, you know, I have days where I'm sort of really stuck into it, other days where I just go off and work on something else. So that is that. And the last full coverage piece that I worked on was my Realm of Middle Earth, which is the Middle Earth map by Tilton Crafts. Mock up, which is this piece. So I've got my ring light on because the lighting's really bad at the moment again, and I'm currently in this bit here, and it's quite confetti heavy. If you've seen it on my Instagram, you'll see you know that it's quite hard going through this part, but we are persevering. Last month we were at 26% exactly, and this month we're at 26.41. So I'm quite pleased with that and how it's coming along. It's slowly but surely, and for that 26.41%, there's about 3,000 stitches there. So, you know, I mean, 1% of that is like something like 7,600 and something stitches, which is, because it's like 765,000 stitches all told, I think it is, something like that. So to get to 1%, it's a good week to 10 days of work, depending on how confetti heavy it is and how bored I get with it. I did work this month one day on a non-full coverage, and you will have seen it if you've been watching my previous stitch with me, and it's this one that I've been working on, which is Long Dog Sampler's Pandemic. Not been seen on the channel for quite a while for this one, but I did dig this one out because I felt that I needed a change when I was doing a stitch with me. I just didn't want to work on full coverage, so I thought, yeah, I'll get my Pandemic out. I'm currently working on page 15, and we work down sort of this bit here and into sort of there. So just the one session on this, and for those that want to know, I am using DMC 154 and then black for an outline and anything that lives. So animals, birds, butterflies, people, they get done in black. You won't be able to see it all, and it is a bit crumpled, but you know, that is what it looks like. You won't see it all because it's obviously got the ring in there, but yeah, quite pleased with that. So in terms of fabrics, all of my 4 full coverage are being done on 25 count even weave, with the exception of Envy, which is on Lugana, and they're 1/1 full cross, and Pandemic is actually on 28 count even weave, 1/1 full cross. So that is all the work in progress. Just put Pandemic back away in a dust bag because I don't work on it very much. So did I actually show you the Realm of Middle Earth? I don't think I did. What a wally. Right, Realm of Middle Earth. So I showed you on the thing where I was working, but here's the actual part that I've been working on. As you can see, this bit here, very confetti heavy. Lots of colour changes in that bit. I just realised I didn't show it because it's still sat there on the pile to show. But you know, anyway. So that's all the stitching. Now haul. 2 bits of haul this month, one of which is my Christmas present. I've ordered it for a Christmas present from the hubby, and it also explains what I'm going to be doing as part of my next year's plans as well, because I've had a question about it. The other thing is I have been gifted something by my middle daughter. She went shopping to a shop here that we have in the UK called Boys, and she got one for herself and one for me. Have you got your finish? Okay. So this is the kit she bought for me. It's an in-hoop kit, Christmas tree with Noel written on it. The hoop's quite large, it's about 4 inches. So yeah, so that's another good kit that I can do It's got plastic hoop, thread, fabric, needles, needle threader and instructions in it. So I look forward to that. And she finished off hers, and because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, she put in a little bit of backstitch to highlight it as well, and she did a little Christmas stocking. So well done, child. I'm got to do that again. Thumbs up. She sat right next to me. So there we go.
Camera shy.
Yeah, oh, very camera shy. Shy. So that's her finish. Okay, so my other one, which I've got an order from a Christmas present from the hubby, you'll all recognise this one if you're a Gecko Rouge fan. It's Lorna Lane's B, and I've ordered it, I think it's ordered on 25 count, but I might switch that out to 18 count so it matches the same size as the cat that I did. But yeah, I've ordered that one, so it's on its way, hopefully very soon to me. It's one of those kits that's already done. I've already obviously got the PDF, which is why, you know, I'm able to sort of show the mock-up. So which leads me on to the question that I had. Now, Sue asked what I was going to do if I achieve my goal during the month next year. So if you've not watched the video, just quickly what I'm doing is I've got a pile of 10 kits, and for the first 5 months of the year, and for July onwards until November, July through November, all year I'm going to aim to stitch 500 a day on my full coverage, and then for the remainder of the time that month dedicate it to a smaller project. Now I've got a couple of them here, like my flower fairies. They're not terribly big, but then I've got an eagle here which is going to be quite big. This one is the one that's taken a lot of people, and yes, I'm really looking forward to getting this one out as well. So if I finish these within the month, then I shall just work on the bee. I've decided, so I put that in as a sort of an extra project. So I'm going to have a lot of whips next year. I'm going to have far more than what I'm used to, but all being well, I'm also going to have at least 10 finishes, because I intend on finishing these 10 kits. You know, January, February, March, April, May, July, August, September, October, November, and then the 2 in between months, June and December, as months to finish off those kits, any kits that are not finished in their respective months. So for example, if in February I start a flower fairy, but for some reason I don't finish it, I'll put it along on one side, pick it up in June and aim to finish it during that month. Same like if, say, in March I've got, I don't know, the Margaret Sherry one. If I don't finish that, I pick that up and finish it in June. So the plan is there, and then, you know, any other free time will be spent on the bee, but also I would look at my other full coverages as well and perhaps do a little bit extra on those, because as I said, I plan to start my Leonid Afromov piece as well. Really this time, it was a new start, new year, new start 2022. We're about to go into 2023. We're a month, just over a month away. So that is it for the stitching, the haul and all the rest of it. So if you just come here for that, thank you very much indeed for watching. But other than that, it's just a little life update. So if you do want to stick around, of course you're most welcome. Drink a coffee. Oh dear. Okay, so a quick life update. Last week Andy and I went off down to Staffordshire and South Derbyshire, I want to say.
And the Dales.
And the Dales, the Derbyshire Dales. And we had 4 days filming for his channel, and of course, as I said, I took my stitching with me and got quite a bit done on Maui Princess while we were away. It was really nice to get away and to have a bit of a break. And as I always say on this channel, and I know that some of you have been absolutely fantastic and gone over and supported Andy. If you haven't seen the Village Idiot channel, please do go and have a look. The aim is for Andy to visit every civil parish in England, which are numbering nearly 10,500.
10,474.
Yeah, but it changes every time, Andy, so about 10,500 will do.
Okay.
And we're not even at 1,000 yet, I don't think.
Not far off.
Yeah, not far away from 1,000, so we're 10% there. But you know, if you are sort of interested in what village life is like, if you're not from the UK and you're interested in what village life is like and what we have here, do pop over to his channel. If you are in the UK, it's definitely also worth having a look, because your village or somewhere near you or some place that you know may have been featured already, so do go and take a look. I think that's everything, she says. Like a wallet. I mean, like, forgetting to show the Middle Earth map, I just kind of now think, have I covered everything? But I think I have. Later this week there will be another video. It'll be another alternative stitch with me, which I'm gonna probably film tomorrow to get it out later in the week. And I also wanted just to reiterate as well what I said about adverts on my last video. It was being commented by Sharon, and thank you for letting me know, Sharon, that on one of my stitch with me's that there was an awful lot of adverts, and like literally every 5 minutes. I'm just going to quickly reiterate, the channel is monetized, and the money that I earn from the channel goes back into the stitching, so I can show you guys to get, you know, and share with you. So the advertising revenue is something that does go towards that, but I don't want to alienate people by having too many adverts, so I will aim to have no more than, you know, maybe 2 to 3 adverts if it's an hour-long video, so that they're not in your face all the time and just sort of constantly coming at you. I don't think it's very fair. I wouldn't want to, you know, they annoy me, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and upload them and leave them for a little while, let YouTube put the adverts in, and then take out all bar, you know, a couple or 3 adverts. I did that on my last envy stitch with me, and it seems to have worked quite well, because that video has done quite well by having less adverts in it. So, you know, thank you very much indeed for letting me know, Sharon. And, you know, guys, if you do find that there's too much, again, just drop me a comment, drop me a message, send me an email, Instagram message, whatever, I don't mind. I also want to say another thank you, just while we're here, to Lindsay with Blushing Pink Stitches, again, for mentioning me on her channel at the weekend. I think it was at the weekend or last weekend, whenever it was. The days are blurring into one another. When we're talking about on the stitching shelf, the little hummingbird. So yeah, so thank you for that, Lindsay. But I'm going to go finish my cup of coffee, give my phone to Andy so he can edit this so I can upload it, and get back to the stitching. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, for spending time with me. Do take care, happy stitching. I'll see you all later in the week. Bye bye for now.